You're paying $8 for a carton because of that deep orange yolk. You think it means the hen lived on a pasture, but in the industrial egg world, that color can be programmed through feed additives like Canthaxanthin. Today, I'm using the Cornucopia Institute's 2026 data to show you which brands are using science to mimic quality, and which two brands actually give their hens the 108 square feet of grass they promise. Brand number 10, Whole Foods, 365 organic eggs. Whole Foods built an empire on trust. That makes this betrayal worse. Cornucopia gave them 1 out of 5 eggs, the lowest rating possible. Here's the reality they hide. 20,000 birds crammed into industrial sheds the size of football fields. Outdoor access means a screened porch most hens never reach. Picture a warehouse packed shoulder to shoulder with birds under artificial lights. That's what $6 buys you. The organic label guarantees organic feed, nothing else. No space requirements, no outdoor time, no environmental complexity, just organic grain delivered to an industrial operation. Every yolk looks identical, same shade of orange. That's not nature. That's carotenoid additives engineered to create the exact color you associate with pasture-raised eggs. They're faking quality without delivering it. Amazon bought Whole Foods and optimized for margins. You're paying premium prices for warehouse eggs with an organic label. Bottom line, you're paying $6 for industrial production, wearing an organic costume. Cons: low omega, 3 fatty acids, premium pricing without premium nutrition. Wait until you see what the brand stamping every egg is hiding. Brand number 9, Eggland's Best. That stamp on every shell looks official, like third-party verification. It's their logo. The vitamin claims are accurate. Here's what they don't tell you. Those nutrients come from synthetic supplements in the feed. Same fortification strategy as sugary breakfast cereals. They engineer nutrition into factory eggs and market it as naturally superior. The hens live in high-density indoor barns. Zero pasture, zero outdoor foraging, just crowded facilities with artificial lighting and formulated feed hitting specific nutrient targets. Independent evaluators can't rate them. Eggland's Best refuses to disclose farming practices. When a brand hides operations, that tells you everything. I know what you're thinking, but the stamp means quality. Here's why that's a trap. The stamp is marketing, not verification. Try this. Crack an Eggland's Best egg next to a real pasture egg. The Eggland's yolk spreads flat. The pasture egg yolk stands tall like a dome with a firm membrane. That physical difference shows the gap between synthetic fortification and natural foraging. Bottom line, you're paying premium prices for vitamins you could buy as supplements for pennies. Cons: artificial nutrient enhancement only. Zero production transparency available. The next brand weaponizes family farm imagery to hide industrial scale. Brand number 8, Organic Valley. Pastoral packaging screams small-scale cooperative. The ratings tell a different story. Cornucopia gives them 2 out of 5 eggs. Their suppliers run industrial-scale organic facilities with 15,000 birds, where outdoor areas are functionally useless for the flock size. Family-owned sounds wholesome. Here's what it actually means. Industrial organic facilities that happen to be family businesses. They're optimized for volume distribution to every major chain in America. Small farm quality doesn't survive that scale. The economics kill it. The outdoor access they provide? Covered concrete porches, sparse dirt lots with minimal vegetation, no rotated pasture, no diverse plants, no insects for natural foraging. Hens can technically go outside, satisfying the organic requirement. The environment provides zero nutritional differentiation. You're paying $5, $6 for the cooperative story while getting industrial production. Bottom line, family-owned doesn't mean small scale. You're paying for values they can't deliver at this volume. Cons: minimal vitamin D exposure. Industrial scale contradicts marketing imagery. Brand number 7 designed a quality control nightmare to be invisible. Brand number 7, Land O'Lakes. Agricultural giant producing across thousands of facilities. That creates a problem they've carefully hidden. Cornucopia rates them 1 to 2 eggs, depending on supplier. Your packaging contains zero information about which facility made your eggs. No farm code, no identifier, nothing. Quality varies wildly across their network. They design the system so you can't tell the difference. Every purchase is blind gambling. Most eggs come from cage-free systems. That sounds progressive until you understand reality. Cage-free means crowded barns instead of crowded cages. Hens still never go outside, still live in massive facilities with artificial lighting and no environmental complexity. Look at your carton if you have one. Nothing tells you where these came from. That opacity is intentional. When standards vary and you can't verify which supplier you got, the company benefits from your confusion. Bottom line, you're gambling every time you buy. No traceability means no accountability. Cons: inconsistent nutrient content quality, complete lack of traceability. The next brand runs a shell game with 2 product lines. Brand number 6. Happy Egg Co. Yellow Carton. Marketing deception at its finest. 2 completely different products, nearly identical branding. Their heritage line in the blue carton gets higher ratings. The standard line in the yellow carton, the one stores actually stock, gets only 2 out of 5 eggs. Yellow carton comes from large-scale operations with minimal outdoor space per bird. Stand in front of the shelf. Look at both cartons. The branding looks nearly identical. Happy hens, pastoral imagery. They're counting on you not reading fine print. Yellow carton represents free-range meeting bare minimums. Nothing approaching pasture-raised. At $6, 7 per dozen, pricing suggests premium production. Supply chain documentation contradicts everything. They know most consumers can't distinguish product tiers. Distribution favors the yellow carton. Lower production costs, higher retail prices, maximum profit from your confusion. Bottom line, you're paying for the premium version while getting the budget product. That's not confusion. That's strategy. Cons: reduced antioxidant intake potential. Confusing dual-tier product system. Brand number 5 plays the same game with more tiers. Brand number 5. Chino Valley Ranchers. Multiple product lines from conventional to organic pasture-raised. Sounds like choice. Actually, strategic misdirection. The cage-free line dominating shelves gets 2.5 eggs. High-density indoor housing without cages. Better than battery cages. Nowhere near pasture production. Cage-free became the industry's favorite term after battery cages got bad press. It describes what the system isn't, not what it provides. Birds live in massive barns with no outdoor areas. Different confinement, same result. Chino Valley produces a higher-rated organic pasture line. Try finding it in your store. You won't. They allocate shelf space to volume products optimized for margins. Every tier uses identical pastoral packaging. Red barns, green pastures, happy hens. None of that corresponds to where your eggs came from. It's visual suggestion triggering emotional associations with traditional farming while delivering industrial production. Bottom line, they hide the factory product behind farm imagery. You're paying for a pasture the birds never see. Cons: no cardiovascular benefit upgrade. Misleading packaging across product tiers. The next brand won't answer the most basic question. Brand number 4. The Country Hen. New England branding, rustic packaging, farm imagery suggesting small-scale tradition. Then, you ask for specifics, and they go silent. Cornucopia gives them 2.5 eggs and criticizes their refusal to disclose outdoor access data. They meet legal free-range requirements. Won't publish actual numbers on outdoor time or space per bird. Think about that logically. If the Country Hen had impressive welfare standards, wouldn't those statistics be everywhere? Our hens get X hours outdoors daily, X square feet per bird. Those numbers differentiate premium products. The absence tells you everything. Free-range regulations require outdoor access without specifying quality or amount. A door closed 23 hours a day technically satisfies requirements. Without disclosed metrics, you're buying blind trust. They charge premium prices while refusing to verify premium standards their marketing suggests. Bottom line, transparency only happens when there's something worth showing. Their silence is the answer. Cons: poor fat profile quality. Refuses to disclose key metrics. Brand number 3 is honest about being middle tier. That creates its own problem. Brand number 3, Nellie's Free Range. Small family farm partnerships, better than corporate operations, more transparent than bottom tier, all true. Still not what you're paying for. Cornucopia assigns 3 eggs, genuine free range with actual outdoor access. But outdoor environments consist of sparse vegetation, not managed pasture. Hens go outside but don't forage on diverse grassland with insects, clover, and varied plant species. Nellie's publishes partner farm information on their website. That disclosure exceeds industry standards. They're trying to be better. Here's the problem. You're paying $5, 6 per dozen, near premium pricing for mid-tier production. Those orange yolks create visual association with high-quality pasture eggs. The color comes from limited outdoor access and supplemented feed, not extensive foraging. Family farm partnerships are real. Outdoor access is documented. The system operates below pasture-raised standards, affecting nutritional profile and welfare outcomes. Bottom line, you're paying almost premium prices for meaningfully less quality. The value doesn't match the cost. Cons: limited brain support nutrients available, falls short of pasture-raised standards. At least the next 2 brands are honest about what you're getting. Brand number 2, great value, Walmart. Walmart's store brand makes no premium claims. That's almost refreshing. These eggs come from standard industrial systems, high-density indoor housing, zero outdoor access. At $2, 3 per dozen, pricing accurately reflects production. You get basic nutrition from confined operations, nothing more. The packaging uses no pastoral imagery, no free-range claims, no welfare marketing. They sell cheap eggs at cheap prices. Product description matches reality. If cost is your primary constraint and you use eggs mainly as ingredients, these meet basic safety and nutritional standards. But understand what you're buying. Baseline nutrition, no enhancement from outdoor foraging, no welfare improvements, no environmental considerations. The transparency, even by omission, distinguishes this from brands charging $6, 8 for industrial organic while pretending it's pasture-raised. Bottom line, at least they're honest. You pay $2 and get $2 quality. That's fair. Cons: weak inflammation balance support, baseline nutrition without enhancement. The worst offender combines all these problems into inconsistency. Brand number 1, Good and Gather. Target: contract production where suppliers change based on lowest bids. This creates chaos you're paying for. Production sources vary. Target doesn't own farms or maintain partnerships with specific producers. They contract with whoever meets minimums at the best price that cycle. You could buy Good and Gather twice in the same month and get completely different products from different states, different facilities, different farming systems. Packaging stays identical. What's inside changes based on contract timing. Their organic line costs more for feed certification. Those eggs typically come from industrial organic suppliers running same large-scale operations as Whole Foods, 365. You pay the organic premium for industrial production. Store brand strategy optimizes for one metric: lowest cost per unit. Quality, consistency, nutrition, welfare, all secondary to hitting price targets. Bottom line, you're buying whatever passed minimum safety at the right price point. No consistency, no verification, just cost optimization. Cons: no metabolic health advantage, unreliable quality across batches. Moving toward health, 10 brands examined, 10 brands falling short. So here's the question that matters. Does any producer deliver what you're paying for? Yes. 2 brands consistently meet measurable standards through third-party certification, documented transparency, and production, creating real nutritional differentiation. When you buy these, you're not gambling on claims. You're buying verified quality. The gold standard. Brand number 2, Pete and Gerry's Organic Pasture-Raised. Cornucopia rates them 4 to 5 eggs. First egg brand achieving certified B Corporation status. Third-party verification of social and environmental performance across operations. Exclusive partnerships with small family farms averaging under 5,000 birds total. Industrial operations house 50,000 to 100,000 inches single facilities. Their system uses mobile coops rotated across pasture, giving hens continuous access to fresh vegetation. Every carton carries non-GMO project verification and certified humane certification. Both require independent audits, not self-reported claims. You can trace eggs to specific farms and regions through supply chain documentation. The physical difference is measurable. Crack a Pete and Gerry's egg. The yolk stands elevated with a firm membrane. Deep orange color comes from carotenoids in grass, clover, and insects the hens actually ate, not synthetic additives in formulated feed. Independent laboratory testing documents vitamin E levels 3 to 4 times higher than conventional eggs. Significantly elevated omega-3 fatty acid content. These differences reflect diet composition and outdoor activity, not fortification. At $6.08 per dozen, the premium corresponds to verified production differences. This is what small-scale pasture systems with third-party oversight cost to operate. When you buy Pete and Gerry's, you're not just buying eggs, you're buying peace of mind that labels match what's inside the carton. You're paying for truth. Pros: superior omega-3 and vitamin content. Verified third-party certifications throughout. One brand goes further with complete transparency. Brand number 1, Vital Farms Pasture-Raised. Perfect score. Cornucopia awards 5 out of 5 eggs, the highest rating they give. Every hen gets 108 square feet of outdoor pasture. Picture a small bedroom. That's how much space each bird has to move and forage naturally, not crammed into buildings with thousands of others. Actual space on actual pasture. Here's something no other national brand offers. Every carton includes a farm code. Go to their website, enter that code. You'll see photographs of the actual pasture your eggs came from, video footage of operations, profiles of individual farmers, complete traceability from farm to table, small family farms implementing rotational grazing to maintain soil and pasture quality. This is regenerative agriculture where animal production actively improves land rather than depleting it. Hens aren't just living on pasture, they're enhancing the ecosystem. Their restorative line incorporates cover cropping, minimize tillage, biodiversity enhancement. These systems sequester atmospheric carbon and support ecosystem services beyond production. Crack one of these eggs. The difference is obvious. Deep orange yolk from diverse foraging on grass, clover, insects, elevated structural integrity from high-protein diet, richer flavor from fat-soluble compounds in fresh vegetation. You can see it. You can taste it. Laboratory testing consistently shows elevated omega-3 from insect consumption, higher vitamin D from sun exposure, increased vitamin E from fresh plant material, measurable, reproducible, real. Yes, they're $7.09 per dozen. That reflects actual cost of pasture systems with 108 square feet per bird, small flock sizes, comprehensive third-party verification. The premium corresponds to documented production differences. When you buy Vital Farms, you're not just buying eggs, you're buying certainty. What the label promises is exactly what you get. The liquid gold inside matches the marketing outside. Pros: maximum nutrient density available, complete farm-to-table traceability system. How to actually choose eggs. Yolk color means nothing. It can be engineered through feed additives. Focus on what verifies quality. Look for third-party certifications. Certified humane pasture-raised mandates 108 square feet per bird. Animal welfare approved requires independent auditing. These have real standards. Demand specific outdoor space claims in square feet. Outdoor access is meaningless marketing. Numbers indicate transparency. Check for farm traceability. Can you identify which farm produced your eggs? Superior brands make this accessible. Understand the terms. Cage-free means indoor confinement. Free-range doesn't specify amount or quality. Pasture-raised varies by certifier. Only third-party certifications provide enforceable minimums. If you're spending $5, $7 for free-range or organic, verify production standards justify the premium. You might be paying for marketing instead of quality. Conclusion: 10 brands exploiting labeling loopholes to charge premium prices for factory farm quality. 2 brands providing documented evidence supporting every claim they make. Vital Farms and Pete and Gerry's maintain verified production standards, justifying their pricing. We're exposing the truth because these brands won't. If you want to stop being a victim of grocery store marketing, join this community. Hit subscribe. Tell me in the comments which of these brands you've been buying.